that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in the gospel of God, lifting up the standard of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is titled, We're Living in Some Interesting Times. Interesting times, beautiful times, okay? Because we know that we're at the imminent return of who you ignorantly call Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew, okay? With that being said, you have election day that's supposed to be tomorrow, which is November 8th. But you have this big division among Democrats and Republicans, mainly Americans or Egyptians or Babylonians, whatever you want to call them. But there's a big division among the people on what way the country that they feel should go, or they feel that what way the country should be ran. Because you got the Republicans on one hand stating that, you know, they want to cut down on fuel efficiency, they want to cut down on tax hikes and all this other stuff, then raising taxes in one breath and talking about lowering them in the next. Then you got the Democrats that's talking about, well, hey, we want to lower gas prices, but it's all cap, man, because honestly speaking, whoever you go and vote for tomorrow, like, I don't even know the fucking candidates, honestly. That's how long I haven't voted since I came into the truth, you know, and I would never vow to do that garbage again, because for one thing, that's off according to the scriptures, because according to the law, the scriptures say if you're going to put a man in office, it should be a man of your kinsman. It should be a man that you rise up of your own nation. Now, no heathens, because we know that the heathens are not going to do right by our people, okay? But nonetheless, you got a big division among the country because everybody's panicking right now, because everybody's depressed, they're stressed out. You know, the money is not where it was, okay? Inflation is at 9-10%. You know, gas just shot up another 15 cents about a week ago. And they're constantly playing emotional games with the people. So now everybody, they're kind of like, well, you know what, man? We about ready to take matters into our own hands, because there's been a talk of that big C word, the Civil War, okay? The Civil War, the second Civil War. As we know, the first Civil War, I believe that took place in the 1800s, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and do the history on it. It's been a while since I went over it. But nonetheless, you got the North, the South, the Confederate States, etc. And you got these same particular states under these particular, what do you call it, these particular politicians, okay, which these ain't nothing but really vassal states at the end of the day, but under these certain particular politicians in these particular provinces. But your province is nothing more than a city, state, or just a state, okay? They just call them states, but they're called provinces because, honestly speaking, America is just one big city, okay? It has no borders, it's open to anything, so it's one big city technically. But nonetheless, with that being said, you know, you have a lot of these politicians that's pretty much been blowing smoke up these people's asses, man. And these people, they're on the verge of losing it, you know, because people's 401k is being snatched from them, you know, their pensions, their retirement plans. Like, when you start a job, you know, everybody is talking about retirement. But honestly speaking, man, there ain't no retirement for us, man. You know, not for us that's like in our 20s and our 30s. There's no retirement for our people right now, okay? Because everything is getting ready to be switched over into this digital currency, which that's going to do away with a lot of people's retirement plans, the pensions, X, Y, and Z, okay? But nonetheless, they're talking about Civil War. And how about these privately owned militias, which is a lot of your firemen, your police officers, man, your ex-military veterans, you know, and your regular civilians that's talking about giving arm and fucking this place up. But really, it's all predictive programming, because articles been coming out Salakia, about how private militias are gonna storm the country, and they're gonna bomb schools and bomb city court buildings, federal buildings, and all this other stuff. But it don't make sense if these are so-called patriotic people, okay? Because why would a so-called patriotic person burn down a school or burn down a courthouse? Like, it don't make any sense, okay? But that's all predictive programming by Esau Edom, who you ignorantly call the so-called white man, okay? Because this is all order out of chaos, because they need something to get the new world order up and going. So they need to justify bringing in this chaos, you know, hiring these militias and so forth to do this mass damage, so they can be justified on locking this place back down, because they want to lock back down, man, okay, by whatever means necessary. They want to put the cuffs back on people because they want to be able to control the narrative. So eventually, hey, when your city start going up in smoke, all of a sudden a court building or a state building or whatever you want to call it end up getting bombed or whatever, then hey, they're gonna start blaming the people for that, man. Okay, they're gonna blame these regular citizens, which that's nothing but government-led propaganda that's behind this shit. Okay, but the average American, they're so stupid, they hide behind their finances and their illusion of freedom. They can't put 2 and 2 together to know that their government has declared war on them, man. Okay, so with that being said, this election ain't not a damn thing gonna change, because whoever they put in office, whether for the Democrats or the Republicans, at the end of the day, they're gonna still do the agenda of the elites. Okay, this whole thing about Biden being the worst president, they disapprove his rating and all this other stuff. But guess what? If he ran back for office in 2024, he could do one thing for you niggas, man, and all of a sudden you're gonna change your mind. He could get, let's say this man falsely gets gas back down to $2.50. Out of all the wicked shit he's done, out of all the pedophile reports that came out on him, the whole sparking up the tensions between the Ukrainians and the Russians, the whole founding of hidden biolabs in these countries, all this information has been coming out about this guy, and yet one deed, you niggas will go down there and you'll vote for him again, man. Okay? All because you wanted your oppressor to rule over you. All because you want an extra day in ruling in wickedness, man. You want an extra day of so-called liberty, which this is not liberty, man. Like, look at this. This is what you call in front of me. This is what you call a goddamn rat race, man. Okay, we in what they call rush hour right now, where the most accidents occur. Everybody's in a rush to get to work. Everybody's in a rush to get home because they have a curriculum to fulfill. Well, I got to get home, get dinner, get the kids from school, you know, make sure the laundry is finished. And then you got to wake up and do the same fucking madness again in the morning, man. Okay? This is complete madness. So the scriptures say, gross darkness cover the people. Because these people are in total darkness, man. And they don't know what the hell is going on. That's why the best thing for this country is a civil war. And we're not saying it because, you know, it's a provoking thing. But you people, you need to be shooken up, man. Because you're too lackadaisical. Because ain't no way in hell that you have less than 3 weeks of diesel in the reserves, okay? And just depending on whatever they do within the next week or so, that can be a detriment to the fall of this economy, man. And yet these people, they don't have a fucking clue. But in their mindset, they like, well, look, we know it's gonna bounce back. The government gonna figure something out. But what if your government don't figure nothing out? What if the whole figuring out is just to let you people fall? Depend on them to get you out of that rut when that MOTB come. Because you people are settled on your leaves, man. Your leaves. Like it tells you in the book of Ezekiel, the 30th chapter, it says he should go to the people that are at rest, man. These people are at rest. Okay, because every country in the world, they're rioting right now. They're protesting tax reform, you know, tyranny, oppression. And yet you Americans are by far one of the most oppressed people in the world, starting with you Negro, Latino, and Native American. And yet you don't even see what the hell is happening around you. You know, the fact that niggas got to pay child support. You would think that that would be literally lines of Jakes and Edomites lined up at this fucking courthouse ready to snatch these administrative assistants out their damn roads, because they're not really judges. They're administrative assistants, man. They don't judge the cause. Okay, they have financial interests in these particular cases. And you would think that as much research, or as smart as you Americans claim to be, you would think that you would have researched that already and found out the truth. But what do? Well, this is just what we're supposed to do as long as we have our jobs. Dude, they're taking your freedoms from you, man. Okay? That Constitution, you can basically wipe your ass with it, because that's what the elites did. And the Constitution was really put in place for rich Edomites, man. Rich elite Edomites. Not you common folks, not you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but for the rich elite. Okay? Because name one thing that they've ever went by off that Constitution when it comes to you Israelites. You know, you got the right to bear arms, but you catch a nigga with a gun registered, they'll still put 20 in you, man. 20 hot ones. You know, versus an Edomite, he could walk around armed to the T, and hey, he gets not even a salutation. He just say, well, look, man, be careful, don't hurt nobody. But let a nigga be walking around here like John Wayne, bro. Hey, they gonna either put you in the spirit world, or they gonna put the cuffs on you. Okay. So let's see what we got here, man. Shalom, brother. Yabashim, Shabashim, Crocodiles, Thumb. Hey, man. Beautiful, brother. Warriors for Yahushua. Yep, the Civil War. April 12th, 1861 to April 9th, 1865. That's right, man. It was 4 years. Con, the water, brother. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 9:1. Okay, it says here, and he answered, saying, considering all the things very carefully. Okay, very carefully, meaning you have to observe the times, observe everything that's going on around you, from people's behaviors to their mentalities to the way they're moving. Pay attention to everything, because the Most High have a total spirit of division in this place, man. I mean, America is divided on all sides now. Even from the common family, there's division. From the common relationship, there's division. And that's a spirit that the Most High is putting out in this place. And think about it, man. If whoever's not riding with you right now, it's not because they're not meant to ride with you. They're meant to be on the opposing side. Okay, so we got to be real careful on who we deal and who we confide in now, man. Because a lot of people that was down with us, they ain't really down with us, man. All right, that's why, hey, the brotherhood is the best. That's the best investment right now. Invest in the brotherhood, man. Invest in this truth, because while we investing in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, these people are investing in the world. They're investing in their accomplishments. They're investing in their falsified mindset. They're investing in an illusion that America is going to continue on, and America's getting ready to be dropped like the bad habit she is, man. Okay, and these people are through. You can see it on their face. You know, they're just living out whatever time they got left in denial. But America is getting ready to fall flat on our face, man. Okay, because the scriptures say that, man. Hey, the whore, the beast should hate the whore, and he should burn her and make her desolate and burn her flesh with fire. Okay, but before that happens, America's going to be brought down politically, economically, spiritually is already brought down, because there's not a spiritual bond in this place outside of the men of the Lord. But nonetheless, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has mingled a perverse spirit in Babylon the Great, man. Okay, so hey, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, for the men of the Lord out there that's able to see these things and navigate through. Because hey, we was once in the dark too. We wasn't always enlightened to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know, so we got to count ourselves blessed and lucky to have what we have in this faith, man. Because honestly speaking, we could be just like these brain dead monkeys out here. And I'm calling a spade a spade. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's the spirit of the Lord, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. Lord be dealing. You just come up on some shit that's already, Lord already, yeah, I got you. You know, you got to have that faith, man. Okay. But reading here, and it says, consider all things very carefully. And it says, when you should see some of the signs that I've told you about that have appeared, then it says, then you will know that the time has come when God, the Most High, will bring judgment upon the world which he's created. Okay, now tomorrow, right, we got a blood moon coming in tonight. I want to say around 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 to 5. I think it's going to be like in totality around 5 something. Okay, right in times for the election, which shows you that the judgment is getting ready to ramp up. But peep this shit, right? Now, y'all look in the sky. This fucking devil has been spraying chemtrails all day. Okay, he's been spraying chemtrails because he don't want, he wants to hide from his judgment, man. Okay, he wants to deny his judgment. But no matter if you're spraying chemtrails or if you're doing what you think you got to do, hey, regardless, the Most High got your number, E. Okay, he got your number, man. You know, because usually in the month of October, they don't really spray too many chemtrails. It's clear, it's a beautiful scene. But when November comes, they get to spraying and shit because they're getting ready to bring these unlawful ass snowstorms. Okay, they're talking about a very, very cold winter, man. And they're bringing these snowstorms and they're getting ready to do something very, very sinister. Okay, but right in time for this election, hey, he's chemtrailing because he don't want us to see that blood moon. But regardless of that, the Most High can clear the skies up. Okay, because regardless of that, man, the Heavenly Father's judgment is going to proceed forth. Okay, let's go. Psalm 73:4 says, for there are no bends in their depth, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other mankind. And that's you elites, man, you Edomites, man, starting with you elites first, because they was breaking down on how the Civil War is going to kick off. They said, well, look, the Civil War is not going to kick off by under privileged people or people that's of a lower class, so to speak. They're going to kick off from the people that's losing everything, because Elder Malcolm always say, and I echo that statement, it's going to be a war between the have and the have-nots. So when the Civil War commences, it's going to be men and women going after people that don't have shit, man. You know, men and women, they go after people that got this and that. So for instance, if your neighbor just bought a buggy full of groceries and yet you have no groceries in your house, what the hell you think they're going to do? They're gonna go in his apartment and they're gonna take his groceries and they're gonna put him or anybody to death. Okay, because we coming into the time of lawlessness, man. Okay, but see, our people, they don't believe that, because they live day by day according to the scriptures. They live day by day, but see, they don't even see the danger that's before them to even prepare themselves for the evil day. They're like, well, you know what, if it happens, it happens. But it ain't gonna be no if it happens, it happens. It's gonna be when it happens, what are you gonna do? Okay, because the scriptures say make no tarrying to serve the Lord. So you got to be a stupid individual to walk away from the Lord in this day, man, in this minute. You got to be one of you're not wise at all. Okay, but that's beautiful though, because if the Lord give you over to a reprobate mind in this very time, is because he truly wants to destroy you. You know, like these people here, man, these people that sell it on their leads, you know, they got the shopping stores and shit. That's all they care about is some fucking Black Friday. Well, you know what we gonna do? I'm gonna get that new 72-inch on Black Friday. But here you may not have no fucking power. Here you may not have no goddamn heat in your house come Black Friday. But yeah, you trying to get a fucking 72-inch TV and a PS5, man. All right, which is nothing wrong with those things, but your priorities have to be in the right place. And if your priorities aren't in the right place, then what good are they? You see, because that's the most thing with Jake. Jake, their priorities are all in a fucked up place. You know why? Because they put faith in themselves and faith in things that they can see, and they don't put faith in how about you, Yahawashi, man. Why the hell? Man, this is a... Why would he park right here, man? I gotta go in the garage, bro. Excuse me. But anyway, Salakia. Salakia, brothers, man. Let me park this joint real quick, then I'm gonna get these steps, these precepts. These steps for y'all real quick, man. Just shit. There we go. Alright, bingo. There we go, we up in there. Cool. Alright, so anyway, so back to what I was saying, Salakia, brothers. But going back, blood moon on a Sabbath, that's the spirit, bro, and it is a Shabbat, and Esau knows that, so he's trying to block that out. But regardless, that's a heavy omen, because what are the chances that it falls on a Shabbat and on election day? Like that movie was called Purge, the election day. That was a good movie. That was actually one of the better Purge movies, if you brothers would call it. Okay, they had basically a candidate that was basically foreshadowing Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, so to speak. You know, and they had like this big opposition, and there was a division in the country at that time. And I believe that purge took place like in 2024 or 5 or something like that, because a lot of the purge movies, man, they were pretty much future. They took place after the years that they really came out, which to show you what type of state that Babylon the Great was said to be in a latter time. Okay, but yeah, that's a heavy omen, brothers, man. And I believe the Lord is getting ready to move quick, because I believe the last blood moon of this decade is in 2025, man. You know, and low-key, they just been popping up all over the place. They just been popping up out of the blue. Solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, because I believe we got a solar eclipse coming up next. Okay, so these are definitely telltale signs we're in the end. And I noticed that the spirits are rising up against the men of the Lord, against righteousness. You got this whole controversy between Kanye, Kyrie. You got this nigga Floyd Mayweather. He's talking about standing with Kyrie and, you know, and what's this other guy's name? This other dude named LeBron James. He basically took a back seat when he had the chance to speak on Kyrie's Irving's behalf in a positive light. Basically, he took a back seat to it, man. And if you know anything about LeBron James, he's one of the most notable basketball players in his day and age. So if LeBron would have backed Kyrie, pretty much half the league would have backed LeBron. And that would have been a good thing. But what this nigga do? He bitched up, bent over, basically got bug broken, man. Which LeBron, LeBron, man, you're worthless, man, all right? All your skill and your talent, you're worthless. You will never be the next Michael Jordan, nigga. I'll put money on that. But you're worthless, man, and you're the Most High. Niggas like you're just worthless, bro. Straight up, man. You only good in name only. Okay, as big as you are, you got the spirit of a fucking pillow cushion, man. You soft and fluffy, bro. Okay. Mark 3:24 and 26 through 26. It says a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Hey, civil war. And low key, I'm gonna do it in thorough lesson on this, man. Will collapse. And similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart, right? Okay, because now you have division among the families. The mother hates the daughter, the father hates the son, the father hates the kids, the vice versa. Brother hate brother. I mean, it's a big mess, man, and it's just gonna intensify. Because, like I said, the most fearful aspect, like when you look at the statistics on the news, they say most people are fearful about inflation getting out of hand. Because they did a poll. They said 76% of the people were afraid of a third world war kick off. Okay, that's more than half. But they say 84 to 85% was afraid of food shortages, famines, and hyperinflation. Okay, so these people know that this place is going somewhere down the hook. That's why everybody and their mother is going to be out voting tomorrow. But that show you that they hope in Babylon is through, man, because the scriptures say we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Take a bomb for her, man, you know, let she be healed, but she's not going to be healed because the next dictator they put up in office, they ain't going to do nothing but put you people further in debt, okay? They're going to strip up, divide the country even more until you people say, you know what, fuck it, we got to take this country back. Because that's what these cops, these firefighters, these ambulance, they all get gearing together and they want to take their country back. That's why they did a poll last year. They said more than 40 to 50% of the Americans foresee taking the government down by force because they don't trust their government. Okay? So that's going to be a reality here in a little while, man. All right? And hey, just say the men of the Lord, we've told you, okay? And we ain't making this shit up. We've told you through the Spirit. Okay, and it says here, if Satan is divided, he fights himself. How can he stand? He will not survive. Okay, so this society is not going to stand too much longer. Okay, the Most High is going to let the pot boil over to the point that you know how when you put the teapot on the stove and it gets to whistling, letting you know that the water is at an extreme boil. That's what the Lord is getting ready to do. And one day you people going to wake up and you're going to live in a total different America, because we're only one attack away from away from all hell breaking loose. We're literally one false flag away from a civil war breaking out. When this same beloved America you believed and trusted in for the last 40, 50 years, you're going to wake up and it ain't going to be the same. You're going to wake up to burning fucking homes, cities on fire, people rioting, women getting raped, and all you women, man, you're definitely through. And I encourage all you brothers out there and you few sisters that may watch and you Keishas that may watch, that may have a problem with what we say. It's a movie called Run, Sweetheart, Run. Okay, it's a movie on Amazon. It's about the black woman and her treachery against the black man and her trust in the white man. You women and you Jakes in there, I encourage every brother to watch that movie. Okay, now of course they're gonna throw some feminist shit in there. They always do, which is gonna pump these women's head back up. But if you watch that movie with spiritual eyes, Keisha knows she fucked up, man. Okay, she's fucked up in this civil war. Oh, that's going to remedy that attitude of hers, that talking back, that I can do bad by myself, or I can do what I want to do, nigga, you ain't over me. Oh, wait till this society breaks down in its entirety. Oh, she going to get in line real quick. She going to want to come under a man and do what he say that day. She going to want to dress modest that day. She ain't going to want to be the independent, proud black woman in that day. Because she's going to be looking for a man of strength, and mainly a man of the Lord. All right? So if you out there in that spirit, if you don't repent, then, hey, kudos to you. All right, the brother Great Millstone, Daily Bread, Bread 411, Isaiah 19:2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and the Egyptians are you Americans, man. Okay, this is your civil war. Okay, because what happens is when people can't get out to the government and they can't figure out what's happening, they're going to start to blame each other. Okay, the fighting is going to come among the common folk because the elites, they're going to be in bunkers, they're going to be hiding out. And they're gonna basically let the purge commence. Like when you watch the first Purge or any Purge movie, the NFFA, which basically is like the NSA, what happens is they watch all the hell go down on a planet Earth from a secure room. Like either they in some skyscraper or they underground somewhere, and they're watching all the hell break loose, watching people kill each other. Okay, and it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. Okay, so this is going to be fighting from point A to point Z. Okay, you in Chicago, you're going to have niggas from Inglewood fighting niggas from Sherman Park. Niggas from Sherman Park fighting niggas from Foster Park. Niggas from Golden Gates fighting niggas from Ducktown. Okay, niggas Humboldt Park. They going across town to fight people from what do you call that neighborhood up north, man? Down where Wrigley Field is at. You know, it's gonna be just a lot of infighting among the people. Same here in Kansas City, Missouri, St. Louis. You got Grandview, Raytown, Lee Summit. Okay, you got Gladstone, Liberty, Missouri, the Lake of the Ozarks. You're gonna have all types of shit happening out here. And the men of the Lord, we gonna watch, man, and we gonna praise Yahweh Bashim and Yahweh Shai, because finally the Most High is getting ready to raise up against this fucking place, man. That's been my prayer all day today at work, just asking the Most High to vindicate us from our enemies, from those that hate us, from those that wronged us, man, and to break this society down. Because I don't know about you brothers, man, but sometimes, bro, when I'm just at work, bro, I don't even feel like I'm there. Like I'm just on cloud nine, like I'm just going through the motions, man. I feel like that 95% of the time, like this shit is not real. Like you're not even, I'm not even invested in it no more. Okay, I'm what they called disengaged, which means emotionally detached. Okay, on a whole nother level. And the Lord is getting us in that spirit because he's preparing us for that evil day. You know, and it says here, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. Okay, Isaiah 14:24, and I'm gonna shut it down after this, bros. I gotta make this move real quick. But it says, the Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so should it come to pass, and as I have purpose, so it shall stand. And what's that? This truth, the speaking of the word, waking up the 12 tribes of Israel, which is the controversy of Zion. The Most High is pleading that cause as we speak. Okay, and it says that I will break the Assyrian in my land. And who is the Assyrian? You Edomites, man. You so-called white people. You're the modern day Assyrian. And it says, and upon my mountains tread him on the foot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them. And what's the yoke? Slavery. Okay, this stronghold. Because every Jake in this society is under some type of stronghold or burden in Esau's system, man. Whether you attached by a social security number or whatever particular ID number you have, we're all slaves to this society, man. Okay, and if you got to be a fool to think you're not a slave. And it says here, then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden should depart off their shoulders. Because it's a burden, man. Okay, I'm going to work, to deal with people, obligations, man. It's all a fucking burden. And it says, and this is the purpose that is purpose upon the whole earth, that this is the hand that stretcheth upon all the nations, man. Okay, and it says, for the Lord of hosts have purposed it, who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? So who's going to disannul this if the Most High purposed it? Okay, if Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai predestined for this place to get destroyed by nuclear fire, there's no voting, there's no president, there's no politician, there's no super soldier that's going to come up against the plans of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, it's not going to happen, because it's written that the Most High say he's going to utterly destroy Babylon with extreme prejudice, man. Okay, so all that voting shit you niggas are going to do tomorrow, it ain't going to change a goddamn thing. If anything, it's going to get worse. Okay, but shows you put your faith in a society that don't give a shit about you. So this is your fault, man. Okay, and I'm gonna bring out one more precept. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna go into Isaiah 32, man. You women, man, hey, it's to the point. We warned you. You just finna get fucked up now. But yeah, watch that movie, man. Okay, it's called Run, Sweetheart, Run, and they tried to show the dumb bitch in the movie that the white man is the fucking devil, but you don't. I mean, chill. Anyway, Isaiah 32, and I'm gonna start at verses 2, and it says, and a man should be a hiding place from the wind. It says a man. Okay, the wind is the destruction. Okay, and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So this is gonna cut out all you independent women out there. All this, I changed my mind because I went through this. Nah, you didn't change shit. You changed because the influence of people, they put influence on your mind and make you think that you're missing out on something, and you ain't missing out on nothing. But you're gonna miss out on getting delivered out of here because of that disrupted mindset you people carry. Because that's one thing about Jake. Jake always feel like they missing out on something. They'll throw situations in the trash all because they look at other people's situation and they'll judge their situation and compare it to other people's, and then they'll go home and fuck up their whole household because of it. Not knowing that these people are making shit up, or they're miserable as hell. They have no guidance. They dealing with fucking beta males. Okay, not real men guiding the house, etc. But this is the illusion, man. This is the shit they want. So, hey, brothers, we got to let them have it, man. Okay? But, hey, man, I'm going to end it there, man, because, hey, we've been going 2-3 hours. But, hey, the water for tuning in. I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. And with that, Shalom and the Baba Ball. Shalom.